All right. Yeah, it's a lot of mana screw. Let's try to. I don't know if I can take more of that right now. So let's switch it around. Let's just do a competitive draft. And try to do it where we can at least have a little bit of smoothing for the RNG, because that's just too much for me. Okay, this seems like a very easy first pick. Resplendent Angel is incredible. The other ones are worth considering. Enigma Drake's decent. Draconic Disciple rather seems like it could be okay. I haven't actually seen that played too much. And then double removal. So, okay, let's grab the Resplendent Angel. Take Vengeance, Satyr Enchanter, Gravedigger. This is a pretty weak pack. The rare is missing. Encyclopedia is okay too. Probably take Vengeance here. I could maybe be talked into trying to do some enchantment-based deck. I don't really like them. Easy Gravedigger. It's life gain in black. I don't know. It feels kind of like a take Vengeance to me. It's a pretty subpar removal as removal goes, but it is dirt cheap. Hey, Oak Dragon. No, it's too early to pick something like Plummet. Plummet's situational removal, and I don't necessarily want to go green. So this keeps my color. Doesn't lock me into another color, black or green. Encyclopedia is a decent card too. I think I will grab the Vengeance for now. Slow down a second and breathe. There was some serious bullshit from the last couple games. So both Epicure, Endurance, and Rise from the Grave all have synergy with trying to get life gain if we want to trigger the Angel. If we're not looking to trigger the Angel for life gain stuff, Mirror Image and Rise from the Grave are both good here. This just has the decent recursion. I don't know that I want to commit to blue or black nearly. This card's okay, but I think I'm going to grab Rise from the Grave and see what else shows up. Surge Mare is good too. To me, that looks like a Rise. Resembling Skeleton, Omen Speaker, Skeleton Archer all stand out here. Lesser picks Snapping Drake. Snapping Drake's okay. These two are maybe roughly equal. I love the Brute, but I'm not really playing red aggressive right now. I don't really like red. I don't think this card's any good at all. And these two cards are... I mean, like, compare this to like Lich's Caress. Lich's Caress is giving me life, killing a creature outright regardless of its health, and 1 mana cheaper. Like, how is this a good card? The card is shit. I think I'd Resembling Skeleton here. I don't see a white card that really synergizes what we're trying to do. The Skeleton Archer's okay, but I do value the cheap blocker. I mean, two for blocking seems totally good to me. Clear Dominance is pretty badass as a card goes. We're pushing towards black-white right now with 2 solid picks there, 2 solid picks here. Blood Divination has good synergy, of course, with Resembling Skeleton. It's not an amazing card, though. I like Marauder's Axe with flyers, and both black and white tend to have a fair number of low-power flyers. I really like Declare Dominance, but I don't want to switch over to green right now. Don't think Manolith has a lot going for us. Green has the best sideboard cards. So really, do I want blue? Probably not. I don't think we need them. I think it comes down to Blood Divination out of this. I'm not sure it gets play either, but we'll see. Make a Stand is a pretty annoying combat trick. And I kind of hate both of these cards. I don't know that I play Make a Stand, but it's one of the most annoying ones, for sure. We'll grab it and see. Second Blood Divination, starting to get really greedy. Mind Rot, Hired Blade, second Blood Divination. Tomb? I didn't even see the Tomb plus Skeleton synergy. I don't think I'm playing Tomb, even for Skeleton, though. Like, I have two, I guess there's 2 cards that maybe would pull it out of our deck. Tomb's just a really bad card. Like, to the point where I don't even see it when I look at the pack. I'm like, this card is so bad. I don't think we're playing Mind Rot. I like the card, but do I want a 3 here? Gonna get better 3s than a Hired Blade, right? We're not playing 2 Blood Divinations though, right? It's crazy talk. So slow. Duress is definitely not the pick here. Mine Rot is slow. You get some value. Sometimes you hit it at the right time. You pick up removal or something nasty. Hired Blade is an okay 3. It's almost like a combat trick 3. Blood Divination has synergy with what we're doing already, but it's really slow and clunky. I guess the safe pick is Hired Blade. Second Hired Blade makes that really frustrating for us. It's better than anything else on the board though. Book the Divine as a sideboard card seems totally solid. Knight's Pledge versus a Neonate. I'll grab the Neonate. I don't know if we're going to do that yet. Doom Dissenter, good synergy with what we're doing already. Probably the Epicure ahead of that. Ah, cool, Dejal. Glad you're enjoying it. I love Abnormal Endurance as a combat trick. I like Doom Dissenters. I think they're really good early. I think they're probably on average better than Epicure. Epicure all he ever does is sit back and try to neonate Epicure shit, which is kind of weak. I'd love that Doom Dissenter. We already have a Blood Divination. I was considering taking a second. If I had taken a second, I would have snap picked the fucking Dissenter. All right, let's grab Epicure against my better judgment here. Grab a black-red duel. It's not going to see play. There's the Endurance. That makes me feel a little bit better. Walking Corpse for just a generic 2. Sure. All right, pack 2. Shield Mare and Plague Mare both in here. Luminous Bonds in here. Skeleton Archer's okay. The Archaeologist is very solid, but we're not in blue right now. Can't be blocked by red. Can't be blocked by white. I think Luminous Bonds has got to be better in Plague Mare, but I think it's not that far off. I think this is probably like a power level above these. If you're like on a 5-point scale, I think both of these are okay. Maybe this one a little bit better. I do like the life gain. You got to think about the Shield Mare. I cast Shield Mare when I have fucking Angel in play. All I have to do is gain 2 health and I get a goddamn 5/5 creature. One of which could be Neonate. It's not far off. But removal. Removal's removal. Millstone, Revitalize, Horizon Scholar, Cavalry, Bloodletter. Seems like a pretty solid Bloodletter. It's part of me what wants the Scholar though. You could splash blue for a 6-drop blue. It's not even that bad. Gallant Cav. I think the Bloodletter trumps Gallant Cav for me. So between these two for me. Let's grab the Bloodletter. Poison Tip Archer, super solid. Strangling Spores. That's such a good card, man. There's a Take Vengeance. All 3 of these are really top tier cards. Ooh, that's hard. I think I would take a Strangling Spores over Take Vengeance right now. We have 1 Take Vengeance, and I do value the instant portion of Strangling Spores. Makes for them trading poorly with us, which I like. But the Poison Tip Archer is so good. Yeah, that does combo with Reassembling Skeleton. Anytime we trade, the Archer does so much work. This card is like individual. Oh man, that card is so fucking good. I'll take removal over it, but that pick makes me sad. It's red removal in here. Green we're not playing. White is a Dwarven Priest or a Rustwing. I'll play Dwarven Priest here and not be that upset about it. This guy is good too, but I have no artifacts right now. So I'll take the Priest. Duress, second in Abnormal Endurance. Cards I don't want to play. It's crazy how late that is. think I'd abnormal endurance number 2 here. Charge, bite. Bite's actually less bad than it would be in a normal deck because of the angel. There's no artifacts. I haven't seen an artifact yet. It's unlikely I'm getting more than one artifact out of this. I don't really like Inspired Charge. I don't have any token creatures right now. I don't even have particularly good blockers right now. I think it's... I mean, this is the only playable card out of this. I guess it's a maybe, but I kind of like the idea of subbing in a Sovereign's Bite one of these days. Do I like that idea? I mean, we're not playing that card. It's irrelevant. Macabre Waltz is decent. This is the slow deck. Get some value out of it. Seems okay. We got a good couple Battle Cry effects. We'll take that and be not that upset. Bog Stomper or Johnny's Welcome. Apparatus was a pick there too, for sure. We already have a couple removal spells though, and I'm not super sold on Apparatus. It's kind of weak removal that broadcasts itself. I don't think Bog Stomper gets a home in this deck. I don't think Ajani's Welcome does either, but we'll see. All right, Hired Blade came around. No real surprise there. It's our third Hired Blade. What do you guys think about a fourth Hired Blade? I'll take the Revitalize. I'm not playing 4 fucking Hired Blades. Blue-black duel in case something shows up. Seems fine. Rustwing Falcon, not even upset. Naturalize. There's that Sovereign's Bite. Okay, there's a Murder and a Herald of Faith in the same fucking pack, along with another Take Vengeance, another Doomed Dissenter, another Neonate. I'll take these 3, and that one. Seems reasonable. Manic Dragon's good too. I don't think I can get away from Murder. Herald of Faith is incredible. Has amazing synergy with our Angel. But this is Murder. It's like the best removal ever. It's just a 3-drop removal. It's too good. It's too good to pass. Second Sky Marcher over Angel of the Dawn. That's tricky. How's this curve looking? I think I prefer the Sky Marcher to this. It's close. Maybe that will come around. There's been 2 floating around. All right, there's an Encyclopedia there, which is quite solid. Gravedigger, which is actually has some good value with our deck again. It's more recursion on a body, which is really not bad for us. We're not trying to tempo, so it's a little bit more interesting than before. Second Epicure, we have a fair number of life gain effects, not a million. So draw, first artifact. I don't think we can pick up Artificer on no artifacts. So it really seems to me between Gravedigger, Encyclopedia, and Epicure. I already have 1 Epicure. I don't think that card is quite as good as a lot of people think it is. That card I do think has a lot of value in a black-white kind of like standoffish deck. Although it's hard to use this and Neonate and something like Skeleton. Your mana gets pretty saturated. Book the Divine, I need removal. That's not removal. I think I Gravedigger this. Alright, second Dwarven Priest does a lot for us. Black-white duel. Not that unexciting either. I think I'm Dwarven Priesting this. Life gain effects that give me like 3 or 4 in a turn are really valuable for us. 12,000th Hired Blade. Do we have 2-drops? A couple 2-drops. Maybe too much with Macabre Waltz and Gravedigger and Rise from the Grave. Are we ever going to have anything in our graveyard? It'd be really nice to have some Doomed Dissenters right now. Can we run a Swiftclaw? think I take the 3-1. Okay, it's exciting. Get a Gallant Cav, totally reasonable 4-drop for 2/2/2s. Doesn't have a lot of synergy with our deck, but it's okay. Tokens are not bad for us. The Dissenter seems like a better pick to me here. It's like 2 mana for almost the same effect for what I use it for, as opposed to 4. I'm not trying to go wide and like harass them. Don't need an Inspired Charge. I'll take a Mind Rot. I don't think it's going to see play. Chaplain, Dissenter, or Novice Knight. Have no enchants. It is a 2/3 for 1. Chaplain has some lifesteal capabilities. Can trigger our stuff. Second Doom Dissenter would kind of be nice. I think it's probably Doom Dissenter over Chaplain. The 1/3 body is not bad. I don't have bodies that trade very well right now besides the priests, I guess. I really wish we had gotten an axe or one of those angels had wheeled. Yeah, knight's fine with enchants, but I have no enchants, so literally can't do anything. And I have no equip either. I'll grab the Chaplain. I have a Dissenter. I'm not so sure, but maybe the life gain's a little bit more valuable. Feels like a second Neonate pretty easily to me. How about an Angel Wheels? There's a combat trick, but we're probably not playing. Book the Divine, sure. Black-white duel. Infernal Scarring. That's actually a maybe. Second Sovereign's Bite. And a Wall of Vines. Well, put a lot in the angel camp, and that's all we really have going for that. So, what is the card count right now? 49. I like all of these cards so far. The Mind Rot's probably a no. The Make a Stand is likely a no. Indestructible is a very useful combat trick, but we have a lot of recursion style combat tricks. Let's drop that. Luminous Bonds stayed. I think we can cut some Hired Blades. Maybe like 2 of them. Might be too many cuts. We'll see. Ended up with 5. I'm not playing Walking Corpse. Probably not playing Mighty Leap, but maybe. Not playing Infernal Scarring. Don't know about Waltz right now. Don't think we're playing Falcon. Johnny's Welcome. Who wants to throw in double Sovereign's Bites and just be like, yeah, what of it? Yeah, Infernal Scarring with the Sky Marchers is what I was looking at. I think the Waltz might be too much recursion. We've got Rise, we've got Gravedigger. Although I don't know how we get value in this deck. Can maybe cut Swiftclaw too. What are we at right now? I just checked and didn't see it. 39. How many creatures on 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. What are my ground-based blocking looking like? Dwarven Priests plus Doom Dissenters resembling Skeleton and Daybreak Chaplain. It seems okay for blockers. I guess early 3/2s challenge us a little bit. And Neonates too. Put in the Mighty Leap. I think I might rather main deck a Revitalize. Just like the Welcome. Well, the thing is, How do we gain 3 life? We gain 3 life off a dwarven, or 5 life off a dwarven priest. We gain 5 life off of revitalize plus a Johnny's welcome plus a neonate. We gain 5 life off of being able to attack with it. I think that's okay. Counted to 4 combat tricks. I see 2 right now. I see just 2 abnormal endurances. Maybe Infernal Scarring is worth playing in this deck. I'm not going all in on life gain. We didn't play like half our life gain effects right now. I think I'm keeping a Johnny's welcome. I wish we had drawn or drafted a Fountain of Healing or whatever it's called. Fountain of Youth, Fountain of whatever the one is that gives me 1 per turn. Hired Blade. Hired Blade's a 3/2 creature. Calling it a combat trick doesn't really do it justice. It's a 3/2 creature. It's just a 3/2 creature that can be played as a combat trick. And by the way, 1 + 1 + 1 is 3, not 4. Still have no other combat tricks besides the 2 endurances and the Hired Blade, which I don't even count. So I count 2. You get 4. 4 is special. Yeah, I'm a little tempted about the Scarring too. Strangling Spores you count as a combat trick? I count that as removal. What are we cutting for the Scarring? The Revitalize? Okay. Alright, what's that creature count? I'm a little worried about it. 13's a little on the low side. Do have a lot of stuff with comes back. Why can't I click out of that ever again? Scarring's bad. You can't really say something like that. You can't say Scarring is bad. You can say something like has no synergy with this deck because XYZ. Or you could say something like you have a lot of low power flyers looking at you, bloodletters, that would like to be able to trade into other creatures. Scarring kind of lets you do that a little bit. Kind of. I don't know. I see the Scarring as having value there too. I see this deck as trying to get early air damage until they stabilize the air game, and then trying to blow them out with either Resplendent Angel or Epicure of Blood in the late game. That's how I see winning this. So maybe. Although the Scarring doesn't keep the creature alive is the issue, so you still end up 2 for 1-ing. Maybe the Mighty Leap. Maybe the Revitalize. Let's see how bad Revitalize feels after we play it once. Maybe over either of those should just be another fucking creature. Either a Swiftclaw or a Hired Blade. Or even a Mind Rot. Alright, chat. You've had your say. Your say is too much. Too much chat. Alright. Let's get going. Oh, I didn't do lands. Let's do lands real quick. 7 white sources. Only 1 double black. Let's go up to 8 white sources. Right. A lot for Angel. I don't think we're going to see Angel do anything for us, but we'll see. Is there any world in which I want 9 white sources right now? Or 8. I have 8 white sources. If you revitalize over welcome. Does seem unlikely that I'm getting 5 off of small sources. It feels much more likely that I'm getting any sources I get are going to be from priests. It's kind of an argument for another waltz. All right. Oh, that's fair though. Neonate plus anything. I don't know. Let's check it out. So the waltz might sit around a little bit. Let's see how we feel about a welcome versus a swift claw versus a revitalize.